Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamlined Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Tonight we're talking about the most underutilized custom field type that I think there is in Clio, and specifically I'm talking about a web address. And so let's hop over to the screen here and I can show you that when you are trying to create your custom fields, you'll come over to Settings and you'll click on Custom Fields here. Now keep in mind you do have to be an administrator in order to create custom fields. And when I come to this list and I add a custom field, when I type in the name of that custom field and then it asks me, let's call this case docket. And when it asks me what type of field it is, I'm going to come to the bottom where it says web address. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. And what that allows me to do now is when I come to a matter, I can see that custom field and I can copy and paste a web address in there and it will create a link for me. So again, I'm in my matter now. I come to edit that matter and I come down to this custom field section and I just copy and paste a web address in there. And then once I save that matter, it's going to go ahead and create a link for me. And so some of the most common ways that I see this being used or being super helpful, I should say, is this exact example where we have a court docket, right? Depending on your jurisdiction and how their website is set up and how their information is set up, you may be able to find the exact docket page on the internet for that case and use a web address custom field to store that so that anytime I come to this case, I can click on it and now I've got the whole docket here displayed within my custom field. So it makes it super easy to be able to access that type of information. Now, one of my other favorite ways of using this type of a custom field is to be able to access documents. So for example, if I have a probate case here, and a lot of times I'm having to grab information from that death certificate or a copy of the death certificate, or I just need the death certificate a lot. So I go ahead over to my custom fields and I create a custom field called death certificate. And I put in the link for that document because I'm storing my documents in Dropbox or Box.net or OneDrive or some web accessible storage area. So if you are using some type of online storage where you can get the web address for a particular document, then I can store that in this custom field. It creates a link. And when I click on it, it's going to bring up that document, bring me directly to the document. And that is super nice because it saves a ton of time, right? So we've got our death certificate here, very easy to access from that custom field. Now keep in mind, if the documents are within a Dropbox or some other storage that does need to have a login provided, then you will have to be logged in order to access that document. But if I'm accessing documents all day, I'm logged into Dropbox all day anyway, right? So make sure you're logged into your Dropbox on that browser already. And then that way, anytime you click on a document link, it'll take you right there. Now, the other option that I wanted to show you, or another common use, or I should say helpful use, I don't see it too commonly, is if I create a custom field for another matter in Clio. So for example, if I'm working with a couple on a PI case, right? And I've got the husband here and this is his case. And then I want to be able to quickly navigate back and forth between the husband and the wife's cases. So I can put my custom field down here for the spouse's matter. And you'll see that this is Mark's matter. But when I click on the link, it now takes me to his spouse, Clara's matter. Right? So both of those cases are in my Clio account and now I can navigate back and forth between them because of course on Clara's case, I went ahead and put Mark's case as well as a link so that I can go back and forth relatively quickly and not have to search for them. So those are some ways that I think that web address custom field can really come in handy. Now, again, if you're using any other types of online services, then that might be an opportunity for you to use another web address and another custom field to be able to navigate back and forth between web pages and find the information that you need very quickly and very easily. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me tonight. Have a great evening.